what is the max farming fortune you can get in 2024 on the garden in Hypixel Skyblock? I'm here to tell you. Very quickly before we get in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. It really genuinely does help me out a lot. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and let's just get straight into this. So today we are talking about the theoretical maximum. If everything is perfect, done, and at the tippity top, we are going to be looking into theoretical maximum farming fortune you can get on the garden and how to get it. Now, starting off, if your farming level is level 60, you gain a 240 farming fortune. Next up, if you have a legendary mushroom cow pet whilst holding a green bandana and garden level 15 with maxed out strength. Now, this is really hard to actually calculate. The way the mushroom cow works is for every 20 strength, you get a 0.7 farming fortunes. So in terms of the specific amount to calculate it, it is very, very hard, but we can get a rough ballpark. But other things also determine that your strength and things like that as well. So for example, if you're using a mushroom cow and you're using it on mushrooms, you pretty much gain 100 extra farming fortune due to the mushroom drop perk. So because mushrooms drop mushrooms, you're actually gaining extra fortune anyway. So if you're farming mushrooms, it gives you extra fortune. If you're using an axe, an additional 1 fortune can be gained using hot potato books, fuming books, and the art of war. Now, this is where it starts getting a little bit tricky. A withered deadliest axe with chimera 5 whilst being catacombs level 50 is able to gain you an additional 347 farming fortune. Now, if you cannot get a mushroom cow pet, you can just simply use an elephant pet with a green bandana, garden 15, and all that other good stuff, and that'll get you 210 fortune. That extra almost 150 fortune really will make a difference, especially if you're specifically farming mushrooms. Recombobulated full fermento armor without the boots, having ranches instead. Reforged with the mossy reforged gives you an extra 325 farming fortune. Recombobulated lotus accessories, all 4 of them, with 5,000 guests served, and the rooted reforge gives you 120 farming fortune. The maximum extra farming dropped perk gives you 60 farming fortune. So getting into enchantments a little bit here, the specific turbo crop, cultivating X, dedication 4, and green farm 5, which goes on your equipment. All those things add an extra 216 farming fortune. 5 farming for dummies books on that item as well adds an extra 5 farming fortune. Having the fermento artifact in your accessories gives you 30 farming fortune. And having the max community shop garden fortune upgrade gives you an extra 40 farming fortune. All the max garden crop upgrades in the desk gives you 45 farming fortune, and all garden plots unlocked give you 72 farming fortune. Killing all the pests and having all the max garden bestiary will give you 60 farming fortune, and doing all of the personal best Anita tasks gives you an extra 100 farming fortune. But bear in mind, it's not really possible to max out all of them just because of the way it works and like how you have to achieve it with certain like drops and things like that. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, that one's kind of like hit or miss. But we're talking about the very, very top here. So if you're using an axe for farming, Bless Reforge and the Sunder 6 enchantment will give you a total of 95 extra farming fortune. And if you're using a hoe for farming, the dedicated mathematical hoe based on whatever it is, the Blessed Reforge and Harvesting Stick, logarithmic counter, and connection analysis all give you a total of 505 extra farming fortune. Now, side note on that, it's literally impossible to reach. So again, we're talking about the highest highs here. Like, some of these things are genuinely impossible to get, but that is just like the way the counter goes. So the counter goes up. If we're talking about the logarithmic counter and the connection analysis, we're talking into like the quintillion stages, and it's literally impossible to reach those things unless you have like billions of years of 24/7 farming. I mean, some people might, so you never know. Prove me wrong. So for carrots, you have something called exportable carrots, which gives you 12 farming fortune, and for pumpkin, you have expired pumpkins, which give you an extra 12 farming fortune as well. And those are all the things that are like pretty consistent that you could have on you at all times. In terms of something called like temporary sources, things that run out or whatever it may be, you're looking at stuff like the century cakes, which give you an extra 5 bonus fortune for 48 hours. Anita's artifact will only give you 25 farming fortune if you are doing a contest at the same time. The Harvest Harbinger potion, which you get from Maeve, will give you 50 extra farming fortune for 25 minutes. That max pest hunter bonus gives you 200 farming fortune for 30 minutes. That's where you collect the pests and get them to splash on you. And the atmospheric filter will give you 25 farming fortune, but only in spring. Remember that. So with everything calculated and added up, and with the highest counters and everything like that, your universal fortune without anything added on is 1,834. If you will be using an axe for pumpkins, you're looking at 1,942. 2,019 for mushrooms. And for cocoa beans, you're looking at 1,959 farming fortune. Now, if you're using a hose to farm, the highest possible farming fortune you can reach is 2,339. But realistically, with like a 10 billion counter or something like that, you're looking at something like 2,147. The highest one out of these is actually carrots with a realistic counter of 2,159. Unrealistically, we're looking at 2,351. But that is it. That is the highest amount of farming fortune you can get and what you need to get them. If you want me to go in detail on how to get every single little thing and specifically what they mean, let me know in the comments down below and we can maybe go a little bit more in depth about it. I kind of wanted to keep this video semi-short and sweet so you guys can just get straight to the point and figure out how much it is you can get. This is as of 2024 in March, so if this needs to be updated at any point soon, we will definitely do that for you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. If you want to check out any more content of mine, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and all of my links are in the description. I go live pretty much every single day over on Twitch. Take it easy, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon, and if you haven't already, maybe check out these videos here.